VTuber news channel just got exposed. Hello YouTube, we are going to watch 2 videos in one, most likely. Both are, as you have figured, about Katliente. Both are made by Hero Hey. I have already talked about Katliente myself, and my, on one hand, it was a reaction video to Hero Hey as well. But I have also added personal experience and knowledge to the situation already, but hey, let's go.
You guys remember this Katliente person who apparently rebranded
Yes.
to Cat in chat?
100% so she will not be held accountable. 100%. Like, no other way. No other way around it. Should I rename my react channel to Kit and Chat?
Over here on YouTube, it's rather interesting. Years ago, making videos like 10 mistakes small streamers make. And even up until like 11 months ago, videos like, watch this video if you're a full-time content creator.
Yeah, at the start she made a lot of VTuber advice, which I personally watch a lot. I actually, not VTuber advice, sorry, streamer advice, YouTuber and streamer advice, content creator advice. Those videos of her were good, but because they were so niche, obviously she didn't get a lot of views. We did this last time already, but we can pull them up again. We can pull this up again. Give me a moment. Where we can pull up her social blade again. Social blade cat and chat. Oh, I have it here in my thingy. Because obviously she would turn into a drama VTuber grifter. Not a VTuber, a VTuber drama grifter. Because look at the sudden spike. Look at this. Right? Like, right here. I also showed this on her channel. What video did you watch of hers again, Kitsu? I used to watch her content creator advice. So, if you go in here, her sort by oldest, I guess. Here, the best games to grow with work. Put your chat on screen. Easy animated Twitch alerts. All I do is work, blah. Don't compare yourself to me or anyone else. Like, advice, but not, like, literally not compare. What the fuck is that? What is she wearing? By the way, she did a lot of content creator advice, right? Like here, right? Effective sponsorship emails. You can see I literally watched it. It has the red bar. Here, professional VTuber logo. I've watched this one too. I used this one to make my own one as well because I really like the way she did that. Why people get rejected from Twitch partner. I watched this too. Like, I used to watch her a lot. Because of all her advice. Because she was nice about it, right? And because she had good advice about it. Yeah, free video editor. Building a community. Blah, 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 blah. That's, here, red again. Red again. Before she lost her mind. Right. I'm trying to get to the point. I'm trying to find that. To the point. Here you can see all of these are red bar too. Here, red bar. Here it is. Here it is. Right here. Right here is where she started. Where she was still making Twitch videos in the meantime, right? Like, she completely stopped at this point. This was her first drama grifting video. Which, okay, I don't know, maybe she was just talking on chat about this for the first time. Like, on stream, I mean, with chat, and thought, oh, whatever, I'll try to put it on, right? And sure, it worked out. Great. But then, here's where my personal issue comes in. Right away, you see those 2 videos right here? The Shy Lily one? Those videos were posted after Shy Lily has stated and made a statement on YouTube, on Twitter, on stream that she wants the drama to just stop. That people should just stop talking about it, stop making videos, stop anything. And those 2 videos were published after that. And I even commented on them I even commented on it and said, Kat, this is disappointing to see because Shelley herself had said she wanted people to stop talking about this. My comment got deleted. My comment is gone. Either way, back to Hirohei.
However, things seem to have changed when 11 months ago she made this video in particular in the top right, which you can see titled, "This VTuber was scammed." From that point on, it seems like she really started making more and more of these VTuber videos and combining that also with a number of art videos. Now, I haven't seen many of her videos at all, only a handful. And to her credit, I have seen some people saying that while they don't like her coverage on VTuber topics, they do like her art videos. Once again, I haven't seen them, so I have no comment on that. That's just what I have seen some people say.
On some of the art videos, she's also very grifty about it. Just to bring that up.
Now, regarding the VTuber stuff, though, as I mentioned yesterday, there was a big issue with her coverage of a Doki Bird situation, which I made like a 25-minute video on yesterday, so hopefully you saw that and are familiar with that situation, as there's quite a lot to recap here. Before that, though, there was also another situation where she was being accused of harassing a VTuber group, leading to infamous quotes such as this.
Didn't know if you mentioned, a bit worried with all the people that are with the Lollipop group organizing a mass report raid. Yeah, what are they gonna do? Mass report me? Nice try. Look, I'm gonna be fully honest, and this is gonna be mean. They're not big enough to put a dent in me, to be honest, okay? I've already called out Gideon.
Jesus Christ, man. I'm gonna be honest to you here. I have no idea what the Lollipop is, what that situation is about. For me, I can just recite what other people have said, is that she had a really bad coverage of it, bad faith coverage, and that she added to harassment to the people of it in the end. And this is her response to that, which is just like, bro, are you for real?
And I had the entirety of Gideon's Stan fan base mass report me. So that their little lolly accounts is not gonna put a dent into me.
So it's a very interesting response because, to my understanding of the situation that went on there, this was something from like 9 months ago, where she was being accused of harassing a group of VTubers. And the VTubers were then apparently going to report her or something of the sort, it sounds like, right? That's what it sounds like. Anyone more familiar with the situation, please do comment in the comments. I'd appreciate the context.
Was a VTuber group consisting of lolly-style avatar VTubers that she defamed. Alright, I think I heard one of the girls try to self-delete after what she... What? Did it really get that far? Jesus Christ.
But so that's my like extremely rudimentary understanding of the situation. What I find interesting is her response there isn't something hypothetically like, oh, I'm not worried because I didn't do anything wrong and the reports are going to be false. No.
No, her response is like, they're too little to do anything against me. They got nothing. Too little, too small of a fan base. It's like the double shade, man. First of all, they're calling the community small and looking down upon that. And secondly, also no accountability. Like, bro, what the fuck? I always felt with Kat, the more she got popular with the VTuber drama videos, the more it went to her head and she would fabricate facts or be given misinformation or insert her own opinions into the drama. I always felt her own opinion. I always felt the way she acted to the lolly VTuber group was so mishandled and resulted to horrific harassment. I've talked to one of them before. They were nice and humorous. Yeah, I said I didn't look into that situation, but it does feel like the fame, quote-unquote fame, right, is getting to her head. In the end, I'll be honest, I don't think she's doing any of this, especially like the VTuber drama coverage, because she's interested in that topic. But solely for the fact that it is giving her views and money. I don't think there's any other reason why she's covering it. The art stuff, sure, she could say she's an artist, which she says she is, right? Sure. But anything else? She does have a lot of tourist takes. Bro, I don't even like the word tourist, but the word tourist would 100% apply to her here. Like, it 100% applies to her here, man. It comes off very touristy. Like, Jesus Christ, man. She is a literal grifter.
Her response is, oh, I'm not worried because they're too small. They're not big enough to hurt me. What the heck? On a video that Rev Says Des made about this, there's a top comment that reads, watch her complain about bigger channels bullying her as if she didn't do just that.
Jesus.
It's funny how relevant that becomes again 9 months later as people are criticizing her over her Doki Bird coverage. And now also a situation that's been exposed by VTuber Alicia. Maybe Kat will actually apologize, or maybe continue trying to ignore all this stuff, which so far seems like what she's been trying to do. Or maybe that comment will actually become reality, and maybe we'll see that Kat does try to make that sort of a response. Oh, I'm just being bullied, guys. On that note about Alicia, let me also mention something. I'm going to paraphrase this, but this is basically what she said in her video talking about what we're going to go over in a minute regarding her experience with Kat. And she told her community expressly not to engage with this person because she already also predicted that this person, Kat,
would play the victim. I watched the Alicia video, like Alicia's video off stream. So I would be informed about the situation once we talk about stuff. And I looked a little bit more into it. Like Kat, I don't know how much Shira is gonna go into it, but Kat had brought Alicia up as an example in the Doki Bird video, around an hour and 10 minutes in, if I'm not mistaken right now. Around that time, because she thought she handled the situation really well at the time, while she continues to lie and blame her quote-unquote editor for the mistakes. Well, on the same hand, or at the same time, she literally made a comment saying she was too lazy to delete the video because it takes a while. Any YouTuber will tell you it takes 5 seconds to delete a video. You can do it from your phone. You can do it in the YouTube Studio app. You can do it in the normal YouTube app. You can do it on browser on YouTube, just from your YouTube channel. You can do it on the YouTube Studio Creator Dashboard. And you click it, and you press delete, and then it asks you, are you sure? And then you press yes, and then it's gone. Forever. Forever gone, deleted. But hey, it takes a lot. It takes so much to delete a video.
Is very likely to try and play victim. And so this takes us over to Twitter. We can see a response here from Alicia to Doki, in which Doki posted a statement responding to recent allegations, those specifically being from the video that Kat made a few days ago that I mentioned I had covered yesterday. So consider watching.
I'm thinking we're gonna speed this up just a tiny bit to get through the reactions a tiny bit quicker. We're gonna put it at 1.25.
Now, once again, if you haven't seen it, for the full context, including Doki's full response. At the core of the issue, though, is that Kat made a nearly 2-hour-long video trying to make Doki look as bad as possible, and in my opinion, also dragging out the video as long as possible to try and make as much ad revenue as she possibly can off Doki's name. As she tried to basically accuse Doki of not paying an artist, and making it sound like Doki's this terrible person for not paying this artist all the money that Doki owes this artist.
Well, Doki is always paying her artists herself, like, bro, shut the fuck up.
The specifics are that this artist was supposed to be making a custom Doki-themed PC, because Doki held a charity event around a year ago in which a number of Doki-themed items were auctioned off. One particular item was this Doki-themed PC that someone bid for and won. The auction winner of that particular item, we can refer to them as. Thing is, it looked like the person who was supposed to build a PC was trying to take advantage of Doki. Sounds like at first they were saying it's going to be like $6,000, then they were saying it's like $8,000, then it went up to $12,000, and then eventually like $14,000. This was, at that point, I believe actually close to $15,000, and therefore double the first price that was given to Doki. So Doki's like, hey, what's going on here? These people had also mentioned they had proof of all the labor that went into this, which, if I recall, this was going well over 100 hours of labor is what they were claiming.
112 or something, or 120 of building a PC, bro. It doesn't take that long to build a PC. Not that long anyway. Especially because that was the artist who was supposed to put the art on the PC, right? And they kept claiming that they had evidence. Doki asked for the evidence, and the evidence was never provided. So clearly, Doki didn't want to get scammed. Understandably so. Pulsex, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Really do appreciate that, man. Max 3 hours with cable management? Yeah, about that time, right?
And they said they had evidence of all the labor that went into it, specifically a time-lapse video of the build. So Doki says, okay, just show me the evidence you guys have and I'll pay the money. She never gets the evidence. This again is a really quick summary, but that's what was happening. Ultimately, this issue gets resolved. She ends up just scrapping the PC build for the auction winner and pays the auction winner the money that they bid and then some, to my understanding, like, bid extra. I think she paid about $8,500 to the auction winner. So this matter was all settled, except for one thing, that being the party who was supposed to be making the PC. To my understanding, Doki did not end up paying these people the money that they wanted for the reasons that we briefly went over. And
because
so it seems like
recently
evidence. They decided to go to Kat and give Kat certain information. Kat once again then covering this in a way that tries to make Doki look as bad as possible, like I mentioned. And one of the things Kat did to try and make...
And again, I believe, and I'm almost fully convinced, that it is Neji sisters trying to defame Doki once again. Because at the start of Kat's video, all the Neji sisters were on it. So I feel that Kat was just being a fucking tool here. That she was just being used. That's my thoughts on it.
Doki look as bad as possible was referencing a situation where Kat herself was getting backlash over her coverage of a video she made regarding the VTuber Alicia right here. And here's the context for that. Back on November 2nd, 2024, Katliente, before she rebranded the Kat in chat, made this video titled, VTuber with Cancer Got Hacked.
Disgusting! Bro, disgusting to even make such a title. Because even if she got hacked, right, which she did, first of all, came back a video later, which he is probably gonna say himself, but I'm sorry for taking all the information away. What does her cancer have to do with this? What does Alicia's cancer got to do with this? Here is probably gonna cover this too, but the title was then changed to it being VTuber in remission. Because someone commented that she would have beat cancer, which she didn't. Which caused her even more, like, pain, because people came to her and said congratulations and shit. Well, she had to explain, no, I still got cancer, I'm still fighting. It's so horrible.
Alicia saying, bro, what the frick is this title? Clickbaiting my cancer is insane. Reacting to my update video is totally fine, but the title? Ethics doesn't exist when there's ad revenue to be made, I guess. Yeah, apparently
Legit.
VTuber got hacked isn't good enough, gotta put the cancer in there. Now Kat has tried to make some excuses for that, which we'll get to. First, the rest of what Alicia said here. The title changed to VTuber in remission now. I still have cancer, my main mass is gone. Remission will be after my final 2 malignant spots are gone. Then can't we call me the funny VTuber or something? I don't even clickbait my cancer and I have it. I left a comment, this is so exhausting. There are comments in their section thinking I'm still hacked now, which I'm not. And my cancer isn't a YouTube money glitch. F off. She deleted the video. Thank you for your support, everyone. I'm glad she reached out and tried to mend things. She also paid me the ad revenue from the video as an apology. Stuff like this is really frustrating and upsetting when feeling like I'm being defined by my illness. I appreciate the support and empathy you all have shown me. Mentioning it in videos is fine. My cancer isn't a secret, but please, for future creators, don't use it as your title or thumbnail. Feels weird having to say this, but this is the second time this happened in the past 2 days. I don't monetize my cancer, so please don't do it either. Now you're probably wondering, how did Kat possibly try and use that situation to make herself look good and try to somehow use that to make Doki look bad? Well, on a top comment on the video she made about Doki, we can see this comment reads, at the 1 hour, 10 minute, and 40 second mark.
Yeah,
know that VTuber did not have a problem with people talking about her situation. She had a problem with you clickbaiting her cancer. I wonder why you left that little tidbit out. This, of course, referencing Alicia. Now let's play that part of Kat's video and see specifically what was said here.
Just suck it up, man.
Okay, we got to pause already really quick, and this is the only time I'm going to pause that clip. It's like a 2-minute clip.
Bro! Make it stop! Make it stop!
This is the only pause. But the reason why is because just know at the beginning there where she's saying, just suck it up, man. To my understanding, this is her basically telling Doki to suck it up and to pay the nearly $15,000 that the PC building party is claiming. In other words, hey, Doki, just suck it up and pay what seems to be a con.
Yeah, just pay the people that have no evidence of ever doing any work for you. Like, just suck it up, Doki. Why don't you? Just go on, just pay them. Go on, let yourself get scammed. Or why don't you just accept the multi fucking calls you get from the fucking scam centers too, and give them your money too. Doki Bird, yes!
Their money. And then she'll go on to, as mentioned, reference the situation with Alicia, and she's clearly trying to frame it in a way where she's acting like she's so much better than Doki because of how she handled the situation, and this all just ends up backfiring on her so much when Alicia finds out that she said this in the video, but we'll get to that after the context.
I'm gonna give a personal anecdote, okay? There was one time I filmed a video about a VTuber. The video was edited by my editor. It was on my YouTube channel as unlisted. Then the VTuber had made a post writing, I feel really uncomfortable.
So what was this? This was 9 months ago. How many... Oops. How many subs did she have at the time? 9 months ago. What was 9 months ago, chat? Can we just find the Katliente? No, we cannot find it because it is no longer up. Do we have a screenshot of it? Yeah, here. November 2nd. Oh, here, subscribers. Daily channel metrics. Platinum subs. Oh, fuck you, Social Blade. Oh my god. What my point is I'm gonna be very doubtful about her having an editor. At that time. I'm gonna be very doubtful about this. Let's see. Around this time she had like 10k subs, right? Like around this time. 10 to 20k subs, if I remember correctly. And she wasn't getting a lot of views either, so she wouldn't have a lot of YouTube ad revenue. Let's see, 13,000, 15,000, 15,000 in November. She may have been sitting around like 50, 60,000 here. I don't know. The timeline doesn't line up anyway. She definitely did this herself. No, I believe that too. I do believe that too, that she did it herself. I don't know if she does have an editor or not. I don't think she does. Let's see. Like, you know what would be funniest if she just said the editor was it and she's her own editor. In the end, she's not lying because her editor didn't do it and her editor thought she needed to upload a video. Oh my god. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna give a personal anecdote, okay? There was one time I filmed a video about a VTuber. The video was edited by my editor. It was on my YouTube channel as unlisted. Then the VTuber had made a post writing, I feel really uncomfortable with people making videos about my situation. News YouTuber specifically, which includes me. And I saw that and I was like, oh shit, okay, not gonna post the video. I never told my editor to not post the video. I had the video unlisted. It was not scheduled. Then my editor, because I upload once a day, noticed that I did not have a video scheduled for the day. So my editor uploaded the video without me knowing. I was asleep because we're in different time zones. My editor's in Europe, I'm in the US.
Why wouldn't your editor ask you first, though? Like, I have an editor too, right? I do have an editor. You guys know KoAlan. KoAlan is an editor on my YouTube channel. But he never publishes the videos. He uploads them, but he doesn't publish them. And especially, okay, cool, you have daily uploads, but just because you have daily uploads, why would your editor be overbearing coming in and be like, oh, let me just do this for her? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, Cat pulls a red, was it? Business is business, bro.
My editor uploaded the video. He didn't know that there was a tweet that the VTuber expressed they didn't want people to talk about it. The VTuber was upset because they were upset about the way it was titled, whatever. And then so the editor changed the title and the VTuber was even more upset. Also, for clarity, English is not my editor's first language, so it came off weird probably because it's not his first language.
That's such a poor excuse too. Like, that is such a poor excuse. My first language isn't English either. A lot of Europeans don't have English as first language. Just because cancer / remission, you can easily Google that. But we have proof that she changed it to remission herself because, oh, I didn't know that and then went to change it. Like, she's just contradicting herself nonstop. She's laughing like she doesn't even care. She doesn't care. That's the issue.
I woke up at like 4 p.m. because I wake up really late, and I saw all of this going down. All of this was happening over the course of 6 hours, and I had no idea because I was asleep. I've now talked to my editor.
Which apparently also is wrong. It was up for like half a day from what Alicia has said. Like, she has the timeline.
He will not upload videos. I will only be the one that uploads the videos. He will not post videos without me knowing. It's honest mistake. Happens. You know, I saw something I did.
There you go, contradicted herself. She just said her editor doesn't, like, publish the videos for her. Like, what do you mean? Then why did he publish that one suddenly? Like, stop lying. Own up. Own up your fucking mistakes.
Communicated to my editor. I was like, I'm not gonna post it. But regardless, it happened. The video was live now, and the VTuber was upset. So,
why does Cat remind me of Gunpei's same behavior? Jesus Christ, man.
I was like, oh shoot, this is really bad. I took the video down immediately, and I sent the VTuber money as an apology for the screw up. I did not make the mistake because I was literally asleep. But regardless, the damage was done. It happened, and the editor is an extension of me because it was on my channel. So to fix it, I paid the VTuber. I am so sorry. I made like no money off the video because it wasn't live for very long, but I gave them like what?
She made $116 off of it. If I remember, that was the amount she paid Alicia. If I remember correctly, she paid Alicia $116. And that's for half a day being up. That's a lot of money for a small channel. That's a lot of money. What do you mean the video made, like, no money? Like, either she's delusional in, like, the worth of money, or she's disingenuous. And I don't know which is worse.
You know, I felt would be fair for like the compensation for it, etc. And we called it a day. Even if you didn't fuck up, if it's a fuck up of your team or an extension of you, it falls on you and you have to clean up the mess. Okay. Did you poop there? No, but
you didn't clean up the mess is the issue. You didn't clean up the mess and you didn't handle this nicely. Like, why are you bringing such a fuck up to tell Doki to be a better person? Like, shut the fuck up.
Then now it's in your house. You gotta clean it. Like, I'm the face of the brand, even though I didn't do it. The damage was done as a reflection of my brand. That's just what you gotta do. Like, it is what it is. Of course, I never publicly talked about it because it's not relevant. I'm not trying to virtue signal.
No, you didn't publicly talk about it because it would make you seem like an ass. That's why. And Alicia didn't publicly talk about it because she was dealing with fucking cancer. Brother!
I just did it all behind the closed doors and called it a day. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because you gotta fix your problems even if you weren't the one that caused it, if it is part of your team.
Okay, with that context, we're back on Twitter.
Yikes!
Doki's response here to the allegations. Alicia responds to Doki. And this is what's going to lead up to Alicia finding out about what we just saw. As well as also the pinned comment, which we'll get to. Alicia says to Doki, they said how many hours? I built my first PC with a friend and it only took 4 to 5 hours because we were YouTubing stuff. Doki.
Yeah, I built my own PC within like 4 to 5 hours too, right? Minus all the fucking issues I had with my own PC, where I had to replace the entire GPU and motherboard. Like, minus all of that. So, like, even less. It doesn't take that long, as in 120 hours, to build a fucking PC, man.
Dealing with this sucks. But what sucks also? The person who made the video. Hey Kat, remember me? The person whose cancer you clickbaited for a YouTube video and blamed anyone else you could for that happening? Your drama channel is terrible, and you take zero accountability. I let it slide and was nice because I was too emotionally exhausted from dealing with the aftermath of your video, but you know, personal beef. That takes us to this response, and excuse me, I actually made a mistake. This is not the pinned comment. This is a separate comment that she made responding to someone, I believe, as we can see right here. So this person M says, it's not her fault because her editor can't speak fluent English because actually she was too lazy to delete the video. Posting a screenshot. Alicia says, huh? Where did she even say this? And M saying it's a reply to one of the comments of the video. There's the screenshot of the full comment if you'd like to take a look. But essentially, she's repeating in this comment that she left the same thing that we saw her say in that part of the video that we just watched a moment ago.
That's what I've been reciting to.
And so understandably, Alicia has now completely had it with Kat. Quote tweeting what we just saw here, this comment informing her about that. And
by the way, where can I give ideas for reacts very Fleekazoid-like? In the Discord.
Saying, be the bigger person, you absolute scumbag. You clickbaited my cancer. The internet called you out. So you changed the title to saying that I'm in remission, which caused people to think I beat it. Then after you got double backlash, you reached out to me blaming your editors. You took zero accountability and gave me the ad rev to the video because you monetized my cancer. You are not a good person. Stop acting like it. Even though the entire situation wasn't my fault, quote unquote, is stupid. You directly say here, I wanted to respect that, but I was being lazy and planned to delete the video, since it takes time. You can literally delete a video from your mobile device. Stop lying. It's not like
it takes no time. You can do it in your bed while you're being sleepy. Like, oh my god.
Katliente, it's outrageous. You knew, and still let it go out. This tweet by Alicia being made on May 15th, and directly adding Katliente's account over on Twitter, as you can see. But unless I missed something, as we're time recording my video now, Kat has been radio silence, not addressing any of this. Nevertheless, as you can see, she is still uploading YouTube videos.
I'll raise you one up. I'll raise you one up. Let's go to her channel. Let's go to her channel. Kat. What is Mia posting? Nice. Okay. Katliente. Okay. Okay, back on track. Let's go to her channel, because let me show you. After this entire controversy, if my Twitter decides to load and not shit itself today, can we get a react out without Twitter shitting itself, please? Either way, she made a post. I believe it was about so happy for all who got into Kai Streamer University. Let's see if it loads in. Doesn't even wanna fucking load in. I'm so sorry about this. Maybe KoAlan, maybe you can just flash it on the screen. She disabled comments. So on the tweet, so happy for all who got into Kai Streamer University. Like, it's unrelated, but she knew she would get backlash. Also, she made a post about the entire Alicia video, right? She made a post about that on Twitter too, which again doesn't show. Also, comments disabled. There were no comments on this for days. It has 1 million views because only people she follows or mentioned can reply. Which means, chat, not even her friends wanted to defend her. Because usually there's like people like, oh, you did nothing wrong, you're okay, girl, slay, you know, all of this garbage. But not even her friends wanted to defend her for that. Either way, let's get back into the react.
One being posted yesterday, and one today, even 3 hours ago. Alicia herself also making a video addressing this whole thing, uploaded yesterday, titled, I'm so done. Please consider watching Alicia's video, as I won't be playing her video here. I will link it right in the comments for you, though. She's got a lot to say, understandably, about
Thank you for the Gamer Subs purchase.
all this stuff, so again, please consider watching her video and seeing what she has to say. By the way, my bad, I meant description, not linked in the comments, linked in the description. I'm on very low sleep today and a lot of coffee, so if I've been messing up my words or anything in this video too, my bad. Yeah, kind of, how did All Might put it? Like, I'm on fumes or whatever. Yeah, okay, anyways. I will be taking a look at this DM. That's the only thing I'm gonna be taking a look at from this video. This DM from Kat to Alicia says, Hi, Alicia. I just want to apologize for the video posted about you. I initially filmed the video because I was equally as frustrated with you with YouTube taking down both your channels due to the hacker, and was hoping that making coverage could bolster YouTube to put your channels back up. Oh yeah, because again, the videos were about her getting
But
hacked,
it was
so
a week already at that point.
you can clearly see Kat's again just trying to make herself look like, oh, this good, virtuous person. After watching your VOD talking about news channels, I decided I did not want the video to go up anymore, as I figured it wouldn't be of use to your case, especially with the situation resolving. To clarify, I actually never put the video up. It was my editor that uploaded the video and put the title, I apologize if it came off worded badly. English isn't his first language. Because, you know, any of the other videos that this editor may have potentially put up, well, those titles are all fine, right? But like this is the one thing, this was the weird title that I definitely didn't do. It was all the editor who's only had a problem with this one ever, apparently. I'm like making a joke. I don't really know what the heck that's all about. I don't even know if I believe her excuse, but let's continue. There's one more thing here.
No one does.
I didn't even realize it happened until now, as I have a very nocturnal schedule. What?
And
I was quite busy today with the face.
Wait, I was quite busy today? Didn't she literally say she woke up to it? She woke up at 4 p.m. and noticed all of this, still contradicting herself. Bro, if you lie, at least get your fucking story straight. At least get your story straight, girl.
I've since deleted the... Wait. I didn't even realize it happened until now, as I have a very nocturnal schedule and was quite busy today. Yeah, I don't know if I buy that either. This like Kat seems like the sort of person who would like constantly be trying to see what people are saying about her and all that. I don't know if I believe that like she just wouldn't see this one. Like, dude, look at all the stuff she's responding to on the Doki video. Like pinning comment, editing pinned comment, like responding to comments. And you're telling me that then she just didn't see this and wasn't looking up any of the reception, anything at all. Just, you know, I was so busy. Mate, I'm not saying it's a lie. I don't know, but like this is all so suspicious. I've since deleted the video, and I apologize for any harm that might have come your way. I truly did not want that video to be posted. Yeah, All right, yeah, there's one more DM too, but yeah, you can find that in Alicia's video once again in the description. I'll leave it there, guys. I need to make some more coffee too, but hopefully you enjoyed the coverage. This stuff's crazy, huh? I can't believe this cat person. Like, what the heck? Over and over again with this person.
Yeah,
let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. All the best to Alicia and Doki and anyone who's had to deal with the cat. I'll see you guys in the comments. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Consider liking and or subscribing, excuse me, if you enjoyed the coverage. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.
So, that was the first one. Now, let's see what the second one is about. Playback speed. Let's speed this one up a little bit too. Now she's actually playing the victim. I didn't see if she was.
Welcome back, guys. We've got an update on the situation with YouTuber Katliente, aka Cat in Chat, who's recently come under fire for terrible VTuber-related coverage. And so now she issued this whole response to VTuber Alicia.
Oh yeah,
calling her out.
That was the one I was mentioning, like not even 5 minutes ago.
And Kat's response is going terribly. She's getting roasted for this. She's getting roasted for what she did to Dokibird the other day. Like it's just all crashing down for Kat right now. But really quick, I'll give a extremely rudimentary summary of what led up to this for anyone who may not have seen my prior two videos. Back in November, Kat made a video about VTuber Alicia.
Okay, we know about the summary, right? So we just gotta find the point where he's up to date. Sorry, hero, hey, we just gotta find the point where we're up to date.
If you haven't seen the other two videos that I made on all this stuff. As now, Kat has issued this response on her Twitter account. This is again extremely tone deaf by Kat. And I can't even grasp how she thinks this is a good way of handling things. In particular, because first of all, the statement's just not good. But two, this statement is essentially the same thing that she's already been saying in her comment section trying to defend herself, which she is already getting criticism for, and people are pointing out issues with this. And so now her response directly to Alicia is to just repeat the same stuff that's already not working. It's such a weird thing to do. I don't.
God damn it, Kat. Katliente is essentially Johnny Somali in South Korea acting untouchable and then coping and hiding from responsibility when confronted with the facts and backlash. By the way, Kitsu, do you know Blue Sky? It's like Twitter, but better. Blue Sky is ass. What do you mean?
I don't even know how to like explain that. I don't know if I even want to read this whole thing already because again, this is just the same stuff we already talked about yesterday. She's just recycling the same bad talking points again. But I suppose we'll read this really quick. So. And then we'll get to all the the backlash and what people are saying about this and everything. You know, the more entertaining part. Here's more of Kat's excuse slop. Addressing the cancer clickbait incident with Alicia. There was a situation where Alicia was hacked and lost access to their YouTube channel, and I made a video about it titled something like VTuber with cancer was hacked. The VTuber had publicly expressed on their Twitter they did not want people to talk about their hacking situation, and I wanted to respect that and was going to delete the video. At this point, the video was not live. It was sitting as private on my channel. I should have deleted the video immediately to avoid miscommunication with my editor, and that's my fault. However, while I was asleep, my editor posted the video without me knowing. He does not have permission to post videos to my channel. He never had posted
why would he do it? Then why would he do it? It's already... It already doesn't make any sense, man. It already doesn't make any sense. Like, why would he do it?
This is so weird. Yeah, it's never happened before. Just this one time when I'm getting a bunch of backlash. That one time wasn't my fault. Who's buying that? He does not have permission over that one. He then saw the backlash about the video and changed the title to something about remission. My editor's first language isn't English, so he didn't realize that the words cancer and remission aren't interchangeable and mean two different...
Also, weak-ass excuse. Weak-ass excuse, man. Just because his first language isn't English doesn't mean he doesn't know the difference. And if he doesn't know, he would look it up beforehand. Also, we already know you did it yourself.
Thanks. Like, well, even if that excuse was true, that still doesn't make sense. If you thought they were the same thing, what's the point of changing it then? He's human and makes mistakes like the rest of us. Please not hate him if you know who he is. Regardless, the blame lies with me, as I should have immediately deleted the video off my channel to avoid possible misinterpretation that the video was good to go live. This entire time, I was asleep, and I woke up confused as to what happened. I misremembered. I thought I realized something.
Didn't you just say you were busy? Didn't you tell Alicia you were busy? Why are you making this now? Why are you saying you woke up at 4 p.m.? What happened to your busy day?
It happened at 4 p.m. PT when I woke up, but I realized I actually went live, and my editor told me about my stream something happened. after my stream something happened, excuse me, making it around 10 p.m. PT. The moment I realized something was wrong, I deleted the video, privately apologized to the VTuber, and compensated the VTuber for potential damages that could have occurred for around the last 12 hours the video was up. Okay, hold up. This stuff ain't adding up, guys. This is definitely not adding up.
Of course not.
So here the claim is that the video was up for around 12 hours, and that Kat paid money to Alicia for potential damages.
But she said herself that it was up for 4 to 5 hours. This is so comically funny.
That's not what she said previously, is it? As we
No,
can see right
she
here in
said
this
4 to
screenshot,
5
the comment that Kat and chat
hours or
allegedly
something.
left
Here's 6 hours.
on the Doki video. Look at the second paragraph here. I was asleep the entire
Right here
time and
where
woke
my
up at 4
head
p.m.
is.
to a mess, and I was super confused as
Right
to
there.
what was happening. Even though the entire situation wasn't my fault, it's a reflection of the Kat and Chat brand, and I immediately took the video down and paid the VTuber compensation for their troubles for the video being up for 6 hours. So here, the claim is that it was compensation for troubles, not damages, but also that the video was up for around 6 hours. This is not what she just said in her other statement. Going back to that new statement, continuing, she says, you can see the timestamps in the attached photos of the post about the video 11/2/24 at around 11 a.m. PT, and my message same day at around 11 p.m. PT. I didn't want to talk about this publicly because I deemed the situation resolved, and also didn't want to continue mentioning that VTuber as they have already expressed multiple times they didn't want people to talk about their health situation, but I felt it needed to be brought up as there's a narrative going around that I exploited their health for views when I was asleep the entire time it was happening. I cannot believe this person, dude.
You brought it up yourself in the Dokibird video. You brought it up as an example how well you have handled it. What are you talking about? Business is business. True. Business is business.
You didn't want to talk about this again publicly. You're the one who brought it up again publicly in your Doki video. Alicia
There
wasn't
it
saying
is.
anything about this again until you brought it up again in the Doki video from, what was it, 4 days ago now? 5 days ago now? That very recent video. This person's unbelievable. And so, Katliente, aka Kat and
2 comments. One of them being herself. I told you, not even her friends are defending her.
Chat gets around 200 likes on that post that we just read and locks the responses. She then goes on to share the full DM conversation that she had with Alicia. We read part of this yesterday.
The DMs are from the conversation back in November when that clickbait situation occurred.
And Alicia also sharing part, if not all of it, in the video that she covered on her channel. Kat then going on to say, payment proof, I definitely wanted to make sure there wasn't any instance of me unfairly profiting from her cancer, and at that point the video made around $48. I sent her 3 times the amount to be overly certain.
Wasn't this where she doxed Alicia too? Because I've seen that the past days that she just doxed Alicia's full governmental name. Which Alicia has said herself her full governmental name is not a secret in itself because of her previous job, which I forgot what it was. I think it was like a shoutcaster or something. But this is still not okay. Esports caster, there it is. Putting up the full name just to prove a point? Like, what? Her first and last name were public. The rest of her government name was not. So I'm guessing she has a middle name or something in that case.
And then there's this. What's this? I didn't want to make this public because I thought the situation was privately resolved, and because I didn't want any backlash to fall on my editor for a human error. Again,
Yeah, it's still quite fucked up. Just to prove a point that you posted the proof, you could have just left it with the icon and it would have been all good. Like, so dumb. So dumb.
3 times the amount to be overly certain. And then there's this. What's this? I didn't want to make this public because I thought the situation was privately resolved, and because I didn't want any backlash to fall on my editor for a human error. Again, it's ultimately
Editor, meaning yourself.
my responsibility to double check each video that goes live, and I fell short here, for which I'm sorry. I make amends to the VTuber as soon as I realized something was wrong, but I felt I have to address the situation as it's been over 6 months and the VTuber had made a video about the situation. I think she's referring to the video that Alicia made yesterday talking about this again, which again only happened because Kat brought it up again first in her Doki video.
Legit, like, you brought it up yourself and now you're playing the victim. Genuinely, GTFO.
She has every right to be upset about what happened, so please don't harass her, but I felt that since this was circulating again that I needed to address the situation at hand. Why is there no accountability for you being the one to bring it up again, though? Like, you're just trying to, like, put all the blame on Alicia somehow when she's just responding to what you did. And again, guys, really important thing to remember. Not only did Kat bring this situation with Alicia up again in her Doki video, she tried to use it against Doki somehow.
It's a good
The situation had
example.
nothing to do with Doki.
Yes.
But Kat was trying to use it as an example of how Kat handles things so well. See how well I handle things, guys? I'm so much better than Doki Bird. Doki Bird should handle things like I do. And so now Alicia is responding to the statement that Kat made that we just read. Alicia saying, "Hey there, idiot. It's me, the person you
That's the one I saw. That response was so fucking based, man. Fucking Alicia W on this one. And then someone called Alicia out saying, "Oh, why did you have to use all those insults?" Shut the fuck up, man. Barely any insults. What do you mean? She called her an idiot? Boo fucking who? Like, boo fucking who?
exploited. Don't worry, I showed all the screenshots in my video. It doesn't save you. You said in your own words, I was too lazy to take down, and that taking down videos takes time. You're a liar. Yeah, for the record, the time it takes to take down a video is like a handful of seconds. Depending on your internet speed, I guess, maybe a little longer if you gotta wait for the page to load. Dude, if you're doing it from mobile, you go to like the creator app, you go to the dashboard thing,
takes
like
nothing.
click content, click the video, go
Nothing.
down to like the options, and there should be like one for delete. It doesn't take time.
take a minute.
That's not like the exact steps. That's, you know, it's a very easy,
5
short
seconds.
process to do. And if you're on your computer, it's basically the same sort of thing. You go to the dashboard, click the video, find the delete option. Like, come on now. Oh, it takes time, guys. What the heck? You can pretend and act like your editor is the problem, but you are. You are a terrible person who thinks posting about my cancer is fine, who chose to bring me up again to defend yourself when slamming on Dokibird. You posted a video clickbaiting my cancer on your channel. You had it changed titled to me being in remission. You bashed Doki for her quote-unquote blaming others. You're a hypocrite. Trying to call out someone else while you are the problem is just classic you, though. All the screenshots, honey, I can provide them since they are in my response video. Oh yeah, by the way, the statement that Kat made, it also got this community note that reads, the statement miss a lot of context.
She got community noted, man. That's so funny. That is so funny. Yeah, fuck it. No revenue made on this. It has like 1 million views. Fuck
Post
it.
of the person who got affected by this, video statement of the person with all uncensored screenshots. And Alicia continues here too, saying, let's click this 1 second. There we go. My screenshots also include the comment I made that you deleted. So cheers, you posted about my channel being hacked a week after I already got it back. It just gets worse and worse. You made the video after I already called out other channels for clickbaiting my cancer. You even stated you knew before the video uploaded that I don't want people calling me the cancer VTuber, yet you made the video. F off. Also, you of course didn't want the situation to be public because you look terrible. I chose not to say anything, but then you brought me up to seem like a good person when people got upset about you in relation to Dokibird. This is on you for making me step up. And as mentioned, Kat is just getting tremendous backlash for all this stuff. Of course, for example, going back to her statement and taking a look at some of the quote responses, because she had also locked the direct responses, but you can't lock the quote tweets. We got like this example. Just stop making videos. You are a hateful and evil person who seeks to profit by actively lying about people. Not even you being misinformed. You intentionally lie. Not even a woman suffering from cancer is taboo for you. You still lie, even now, to try and save yourself. You can delete the Doki video so easily in under 30 seconds, or better yet, take real accountability and stop covering drama when you're biased and not getting both sides.
Legit, I said this before, I have no issues with people who aren't VTubers covering VTuber issues. I have no issue with that. I think it's fine. As long as it's done in good faith. As long as it's done in good faith. And as long as you're interested. Fucking bespeak, man. Shut up, chat. As long as you're doing it in good faith and are interested in VTubing and VTubers generally, right? I'm confused. Who is in the wrong here in this case? Dokibird or Alicia? None of them. None of them are in the wrong. None of them. Kat is in the wrong. Only Kat is in the wrong. Either way, I think it's fine. Asmongold, Tactone, other people have covered VTubers. Hero Hey has covered VTubers before he became a VTuber himself. Now he has a model which he occasionally uses, as we see here. And I think it's absolutely fine. But you gotta have the facts straight, and you gotta take accountability. It's ridiculous. The unwritten rule in VTubing, VTubing never doxed or show the VTuber's IRL name or appearance unless they show it themselves. Yes, and approve of it. Even then, don't. She should have known, but no, SMH. That's not only the unwritten rule in VTubing, that's the unwritten rule in streaming, period. In content creation, period. Like, it's ridiculous.
Closing comments because you know you will get burned to ashes. How is your they're not going to put a dent in me attitude going? That's referencing something else that not Alicia, excuse me, Kat, that Kat had previously said. There's one response that's supporting Kat. says, "We love and support you, Kat. Keep being based."
Yikes.
And it gets 0 likes. How about you first take down your terrible hit piece video on Doki Bird?
Not even Cat liked it! Bro, not even Cat liked it!
Retract your words and admit you lied about her. Then you can worry about your other terrible actions. Holy smokes, have some shame. And really quick side note, that reminds me that Niji Sanji Defense Force, the Niji sisters, are mad at me for making this video, for covering the stuff that happened to Doki. Of course, they still hate Doki. They're petty like that. We can see this tweet with almost 1,000 likes posting an image of my initial coverage of what happened here. My video titled "YouTuber," that being Kat, attacks Dokibird, but Doki destroyed her in response, and posting this image of Akane from
Oh, I think I've seen this comment.
Gridman, Akane looking rather upset. And the comments are filled with people both mad at me and like trying to somehow blame Dokibird for all this and like defending Kat. For example, this one.
It's Niji sisters.
That says, "The amount of hate I have seen towards Kat is astounding. The girl did nothing wrong. She just read the Google Doc and gave her opinion based on what was..."
Flash news. She made the Google Doc. Kat created that doc.
In there. The Google Doc that she made. What the frick, dude? She just read the Google Doc. Also, the amount of people saying Doki did nothing wrong. They still didn't handle it well at all. Yeah, Doki's handled it fine. Kat's not handling it fine, though, that's for sure. To be fair, this comment was made on May 16th, so, like, Kat's been handling it even worse since then, but even at that point in time, Kat was already handling this terribly, and it was very clear that Doki was, if anything, the victim. And going to Katliente's channel, Kat in Chat, we can see the terrible Doki video is still up there.
Bro, when did this video come out? This came out 3 days ago. Bro, let's get back to the channel. I bet it's still up. 117k views, man. Everything for that sweet, sweet ad revenue. Also, if she liked VTuber drama so much, how come she didn't cover me? To sound a little bit narcissistic here, but hey, I came up really big. What happened there, Kat? What happened? Especially because that is making the news.
And like I initially said to begin with, it came off to me like Kat made this terrible video to try and get as much ad revenue off Doki's name as possible, and now with all this backlash occurring and people still going to this video to check it out for themselves, she's probably just glad that she's still getting ad revenue off this. I think, at least in my opinion, that Kat is a very shameless person. Continuing with the backlash though, let's take a look at her most recent video from 4 hours ago, because we can see that she is getting backlash in her own comment section. For example, this one that says, "I guess she's not going to take any accountability for her recent drama."
Of course
I believe
not.
this is the most liked comment here, and we can see a number of the most liked comments, the top comments, are referring to this whole thing. For example, this one that I apologize for getting cut off there, but it says, "Are you going to make a video apologizing to Doki and Alicia, or are you just going to pretend like that didn't happen? You can't blame your editors. You need to learn to take accountability for your actions." So where's the update video on the Doki PC situation, or are you too afraid to admit that you were wrong? And this one referencing the title of the video here, saying client got ghosted, like how Kat trying to settle things right now with Doki and Alicia, because again, the title here is client ghosted for 2 years. Anyways, yeah, that's where we're at with this. Unbelievable stuff. Let me know what you guys think about all this Katliente, Kat in Chat stuff. And thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed my coverage, please consider liking and or subscribing. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, sorry about that. I ran the videos a little bit
Welcome back,
faster
guys.
since we watched 2 videos in one go. Oh no, what am I doing? No! What's happening? Ah! Chat, don't die on me, chat. Stay alive, chat, please. The Mindset is a pretty good example of covering and talking about VTubing for the most part, as he covered a lot of the legal side of VTubing and is pretty insightful, especially the Nietzsche contract. That is true. Oh, wait, what happened to me? Wait a minute. Wait. What happened to me? I just noticed. Yeah. On some things, League of Mindset, I've seen him have some bad tags, to be fair. I have seen some bad tags here and there. But overall, he does a lot of good coverage, I feel. Like, overall, he has a lot more Ws than else. Plus, he might get a VTuber model soon. League of Mindset? Really? I had no idea. Everyone is bound to occasionally have an L. Take every now and then. Absolutely. Important part is taking accountability and realizing where you went wrong, which, a certain drama grifter doesn't do. Womp womp, I guess. KoAlan, enjoy editing this. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.